Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, Pacific Northwest Weather Watch. Today is September 4th, and right now we're looking at the mid-level water vapor loop. You can see the system that trekked across Oregon, California, Nevada, now pushing on through eastern Idaho and through Wyoming. And we've got the next trough digging out across the Gulf of Alaska here, headed towards Pacific Northwest. We'll take a look at those details. We'll take a look at the extended forecast as always coming up here in a moment. Looking at SeaTac yesterday, look at that drop from day to day, 18 degrees, 600ths of an inch out there, not too bad. And if you look towards the end of September, look at this, we lose almost 9 degrees on the average high by the time we get towards the end of the month. Fall definitely on its way, slowly but surely. This is looking at precipitation totals from September 3rd on in through September 4th. You can see this still includes some of that thunderstorm activity across some of western Oregon here. And you can see southeast of Washington, some pretty good amounts. Some of the Seattle Metro got decent rainfall amounts as well. Skagit, Whatcom County is kind of a winner there also. Now, taking a look here, this is the thunderstorm threat generally pushing off to the east today. And Spokane, a little bit of a disagreement there, saying there is a chance as we go through the day today. This was updated this morning. You can see northeast Washington, Idaho, Panhandle, and Montana included there. Typical thunderstorm hazards. This is the excessive rainfall outlook with that storm system as it pushes off to the east. And by tomorrow, that'll be a distant memory well off across some of the northern plains there. Now, if you guys want a nice, affordable home weather station, click on the link down below to save 10% off. I looked this up. Right by the Burning Man, there was actually a station out there, so I didn't know about that. But you could see you got 1100ths of an inch. Looks like a couple showers moved over there yesterday. Hopefully it didn't drench things too much more across the region here. But yeah, nice map here they have for the weather station. You can click around on any one of these, and once you get yours up and running, you can see your data and compare it to others. Now, just a reminder here, we're going to have a weather station giveaway that's this week. It's either going to be tomorrow, Wednesday, or Thursday, and it's going to be an equal chance for all members. So if you want to join up here, be a member of the channel, you'll automatically be entered. But there's a caveat there. You got to be in the chat, in the live chat. And I'll try to update this almost a full day in advance here. I'll try to pinpoint the time I'm going to do the live chat so you can be in the live chat, so you can be available to win the weather station giveaway here. So anyway, back to the weather forecast. This is thunderstorm activity, and you can see the system moving off to the east. Maybe a couple storms as we go through the afternoon today. Extreme northeast Washington off through the eastern portions there. And then maybe again here on Tuesday, just a few scattered thunderstorms. Not too big of a deal here as we wait for the next system to roll in. Here we go with the 24-hour precipitation totals. This includes some of what fell yesterday here. And you can see the next system rolling through here. Not a big precipitation maker here. You can see it gets some of the Washington coast here, but not much for the interior of the Seattle Metro. Maybe some clouds around, a little bit of precip for some of the Cascades. BC, the winner here with this round. Some higher amounts popping up across some of the Blue Mountains there, and the higher terrain of Idaho and through some of western Montana here. But overall, not a big precipitation maker rolling in here. Take a look at the extended range starting now. This is the GFS 06Z run. There goes our system kicking off to the east, and there goes the next trough, a fairly weak one, rolling through the area here, keeping any heat dome from building in the short term. Big ridge starts to build across from the southwest, and also we start to get some ridging showing up in the GFS here as we go through the weekend, potentially warming us up. Pretty substantial ridge actually going up in through BC here, but we've got some troughing around a little bit here, so it's going to be kind of tricky. We're going to watch this forecast closely over the next few days, and we'll look at the European model next, and then we get a trough rolling through here as we go through next week. But we're looking way off into fantasy land at this point, as another ridge could build with another cutoff low maybe across some of the west coast here, but purely in fantasy at this point. This is the European yesterday afternoon's run. There goes the system kicking off to the east, the next trough that drives down across the region here. Then we get some troughing out over the Gulf of Alaska, and a ridge starts to try to build here over some of the west, but how close is this going to be? You can see as we scroll through the weekend here, this system wants to roll through on the European model. Maybe another little ridge trying to build another trough here. So kind of that's the time of the year here as we're going cat and mouse between these troughs and these ridges trying to build across the area. So we're going to have to watch these closely coming up here. But we do have some periods of some nice weather potentially coming through the extended forecast. And you kind of see that here as we go on in through next weekend. Maybe a bump in the temperatures for Seattle. As you can see, some seasonably cool temperatures, then at the bump here, and maybe staying right around or just above average as we go through mid-September. This is Spokane, something similar here. Seattle Metro on the GFS, check it out. I mean, you're warming up into the 70s again here, a little bit above average here, nice seasonably warm, and then maybe even some warmer temperatures after that, but purely fantasy at this point. Something fun to watch, though. This is Spokane, a similar signal on the GFS there. And we're getting towards fall. So this is a look at the 6-hour max wind gust, something we'll be looking at as we go on into fall across the region. You can hunt for fantasy windstorms out in some of the ensemble members here. You can see a couple models there with the gust of 38 and 39, but nothing major, of course, this time of year. Pretty typical stuff here, but it's something we will look at. This goes all the way out towards September 19th or 18th here, and you can see that it will give you 50 different ensemble members, and you can kind of cherry pick to see any kind of fantasy run out there, purely just for entertainment at this point. Seattle Tacoma International Airport, you can see that next system rolling through the weekend on the European here, or early next week, does have a little bit better precipitation chance with it here. So, got a little dry period coming up here before that gets here, though. This is looking at Hoquiam. Something similar there with that next frontal system. We'll be watching that one closely as we go through the weekend coming up here. And this is Spokane, kind of a mixed bag. Maybe get a thunderstorm somewhere across northeast Washington today, and lower chances for the Spokane area. This is the National Blend of Models daily max 2-meter temperature. This would be for today, upper 60s. Here we go for tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday. You can see the little bump in the temperatures here as we go through the end of the week. Saturday, maybe a nice day across the region, 76 degrees here. Just a little bit above average, but nothing too extreme showing up just yet. And this is the 6 to 10 day temperature probability. We do have this above average signal here with that potential for some ridging to come in during this time frame. This goes through September 13th, and this is the precipitation probability outlook for the same time frame, the September 9th through the 13th. But anyway, yeah, so we'll do that weather station giveaway here this week. So, be a member. You're automatically going to be there, but you got to be in the live chat when I do the giveaway, because I want to have the person claim it right on the spot here. I'm going to do this from time to time where I switch things up a little bit. Most of these will be geared towards people who have been members longer, but this is going to be one of the, one of the differences here, and I'll do it from time to time to keep things, kind of mixed up here a little bit, make it fun for everybody out there. So anyway, so we're going to watch these troughs roll in. Well, fall is almost here. It's going to get exciting here in the next month or two at some point as we start to bring the systems in here and start to kick up the wind a little bit. You guys are feeling the chill in the atmosphere out there at night, and we're starting to get some rainfall, start to wake up those lawns across the region here. So anyway, hope you guys are liking these videos. Click like and subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the normal briefing, and I'll try to let you know here in the next day or two when exactly we're going to do the live stream. So anyway, hope you guys are having a good day, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.